fucking your seat.
Yes, it started.
Good morning, Vietnam!
We're not even in Vietnam.
Fuck you.
Greens all around the world. We are the QuestBros.
Why do you guys say it so fast?
Yeah, because they...
Jared says it fast.
Greetings all around this world. How is that fast?
Like, for the longest time, I had no idea what you guys were saying.
I'm gonna tell you right
We
now.
are the QuestBros.
I'm gonna tell you. Shut up, Matthew. I'm gonna tell you right now, George. Anthony's kicking your ass.
I am the
He's already
Questmaster,
done
also
with
known
this
as
part.
Jarod, and with me, as almost always, is
Matthew.
and
Anthony.
George. Dan the man.
and special guest.
Andrea.
Oh, hi, I'm Andrea.
So,
Oh
what
my
do
gosh.
we want to talk about tonight?
Fucking
Day?
Breath of the Wild, dude.
No, fuck that.
No, so I've...
No, it's
okay,
good.
fine.
Fuck
Then
you.
we'll first talk
Fuck you.
about how... So, I'm really good at first-person shooters. Matthew's really good at
yeah.
first-person shooters.
I sneak.
Fuck you.
I'm a snake.
Then we
snag.
should also
Play
have a sneak
Dishonored,
one,
for
because
fuck's
I'll
sake.
totally verse you in sneaking in stealth games. I already know one. Dishonored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
I'll
just said that, damn.
And then we can do Solid Snake, and then we have a third one that we could do.
Splinter Cell.
First-person shooters, me and Matthew.
Halo, Titanfall.
No
and Call
Halo.
of Duty.
It'd be Titanfall, Call of Duty. Oh yeah, because Battlefield's too big.
Yeah.
But I've never played Halo, or
Good
Titanfall.
We should do SWAT. SWAT
And then Anthony's
Halo.
just
Oh, you know what?
watching as everything's on fire.
1v1 in Rainbow Six.
I
Or
don't
Six
have,
Siege.
I've never done that either. I've never done that.
I've never really played it either though.
Oh, I mean, I guess.
So that would be a
two noobs.
neutral game.
Yeah, that could be the middle ground.
2 noobs, 1 FPS. That's what we'll call that episode.
But we're both pros.
I mean, not Rainbow Six.
Not Rainbow Six.
No,
No.
not Rainbow Six.
It almost
but,
looked like
hey.
you were doing the anime thing when, like, you're trying to hide yourself from crying, where you just have your forearm just like, I'm not crying, you're crying, Baka.
Oh my god.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
Sorry, George. Jared, what the fuck's wrong with you?
A lot of things.
What other games do we have to like see who's the best at?
We could try and play.
Grand strategy?
Plan strategy.
No,
I'm
grand strategy.
Clan.
Grand.
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 What is that?
Yeah, you did it.
What do you mean?
Like
grand?
Civ?
Yeah, like Civ.
What's Civ?
Civilization.
Oh, Civilization.
I mean, that'd be a really long thing.
It'd be a really long one. Well, we
only
could cut a
really do
lot
one
of it.
game.
We could play
Yeah.
Risk.
Yeah, but okay, things like that though, you also have to get lucky. Like Matthew, in the game that you're playing.
That is true. The generation of the like for Stellaris, the generation of the galaxy matters a lot.
Yeah, see,
Like with my starting.
same thing with
system,
Risk.
I
Like
got
where
no
you're
resources.
where you're placed in Risk is totally all strategy. Plus, if we want to go, hey, fuck Anthony, all of us hit Anthony, even though Anthony might be the best. This is just hypothetically might be the best. We just all fucked him because there's no way he can plan his way out of getting fucked by all of us if we all attack him.
Unless he's the best. and he
Not
knows
to
what
mention
to
you're
do.
kind
No, there's no way.
What game?
Risk.
Oh,
Five
I've never played Risk.
5v1.
It's easy to pick up. Not to mention you kind of submit yourself to the dice roll.
What is Risk? I don't think I've ever heard
Risk
of it.
is the game where you have the world map
domination.
and you put people everywhere, and then you roll the dice to see if you take over that territory.
Yeah.
I'll show you a picture of it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that.
It,
I don't know
basically,
what it
it's like
is.
those little
Army guys.
red or blue cubes, and you kind of move them places. It's
But
really
guys,
fun.
just let me show him a picture.
Yeah, that's
All
probably
right.
best.
So
That's Risk.
we just, yeah, that's basically. So we just completed
let's
our
see.
fast play of Mario Odyssey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never played that
and
before, but
now we're gonna
that could
probably
work.
think of something else to play.
But no, that game's you have to have luck to beat this game.
Yeah.
Risk. Same. So some games that are like planned strategy that you don't. It's not it's more like. Because obviously, if you're going to have strategy in some sort of way or another, there's going to be about some luck involved.
Yeah.
One of the games that I know that has little luck to do, but a lot of strategy, is there's Final Fantasy Tactics. That's one that takes that's like 15%
Yeah.
luck, 85%
Skill.
Tactics.
10%
Tactics.
concentrated power of
Mhm.
will.
Yeah. So we'd have to find games like that.
RTS games.
RTS.
Real-time strategy.
Oh yeah, those two.
Halo Wars, Command and Conquer.
All right, maybe that.
Heavy Rain competition. Who can get the perfect ending?
In Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
Isn't that like?
But all you need to do is just go.
I got it the first time.
Oh my god.
Persona
really?
5
Yeah.
speed run, the game that's 100 hours long. Seriously, that's how long Persona 5
I don't know.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Pokemon's another one that's like that actually takes real strategy, but it also takes like
sucked at
luck because
Pokemon.
it-
it
getting
takes a lot of
criticals
luck.
It's
Because
also-
it's
it also
like,
takes a
again,
lot
that's
of
another
time.
one like 25-75.
Mhm.
But you're not gonna get luck out of the way because any real time strategy games like that all take some sort of luck.
It also takes a lot of time to play through all of freaking Pokemon.
I mean, me and George are already ready, so
I'm not.
we
I
do have to have a
fucking suck
Pokemon
at
challenge
Pokemon.
altogether as itself.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's no real way to determine real time strategy because there's not enough of those games out there that are that good and are less luck based and more skilled based.
No, yeah, Halo Wars is pretty balanced.
Someone in the comments, show us the way to these games.
Show us the way. Jared was already talking about something. You said because it started as a Super Mario Odyssey speed run, and then it just ended up being a Super Mario Odyssey fast playthrough.
Yeah.
We finished it in like 2 hours, though, which is 2 or 3 hours, which
Yeah.
is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Because how long is the game originally? Like, did you look it up? How much it was, Dan? Did you say it was like
Oh
30
no,
hours?
I don't know.
If you were to play it like for the
Just
like,
normally.
Yeah, normally. Anyway, the world record was like an hour and 4 minutes, which is still it did double that basically. But now Jared was talking about what other stuff we're gonna do. We still have to finish Mario Kart, which we might do after this podcast.
And then there's
We have
Skyward
to, yeah, we have to
Sword.
finish Skyward Sword as well, which is gonna take some time as well.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey is estimated if you for just the main story 11 and a half hours.
Okay, so I did pretty good.
Yeah, that was cool.
Completion
We did
is
about a third of
56
the time,
hours.
So that's, no, fourth of the time, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
None of us are pro Jarod. The
I'm
finishes.
curious.
So I think the next thing we'll do,
Okay.
maybe we'll do an FPS thing and have Dan and Matt play.
1v1 me.
Yeah.
Sniper battles, bro.
Dude, I just thought.
One bullet.
One in the chamber.
What?
Yeah.
What is this golden gun bullshit? I was gonna
Oh
say.
yeah, I'm gonna
Why don't
start practicing Titanfall 2 like there's no tomorrow and
What?
get back in the zone.
Why don't we play the
Bullshit.
greatest? Why don't we play the
Fucking
greatest Nintendo
estimated
FPS?
hours for main story of Breath of the Wild 45, which makes sense. 174 for 100%.
Holy shit!
I doubt that.
I have more time in Stellaris
that kinda
than
makes
than that.
sense.
I
Because
game.
you'll
doubt
have to
that.
wait for the Blood Moon, Dan.
Yeah.
No, that one was super easy. Why don't you just put down your traveler's marker right on
Because
top
when
of
we
it?
played it, that thing hadn't come out yet.
Oh, so fuck you guys. I
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
lucked
The
out.
DLC wasn't out for that yet, so we didn't have that.
Yeah,
that luxury.
Traveler's Mark makes that easy. You
Oh,
see
yeah.
it rising at 11 o'clock, and you're like, oh, teleport.
That's the first
boom.
thing I thought of when that thing came out. I was like, that would have made that shrine so much easier.
Mm.
There is a shrine that's relatively close. It's by like the horse thing.
Yeah, but then you have to like sail all the way there.
Yeah, and you have to like once you see it coming, you have to go there right away. You have to
Yeah.
stop what you're doing. And you
Because
just have
I'm about to
bolt
ruin the image and style. Never mind. It's a song.
Oh yeah. Also, I thought of the greatest Nintendo FPS you guys could play.
Well,
The
Waluigi
Metroid
Pirate.
trilogy.
it. I thought you were gonna say Splatoon. Oh,
No!
that's not FPS.
No, the Metroid trilogy. That's an FPS game.
Yeah.
Is
What's
it-
It's
another-
also terrible.
What's another how long to beat game?
Skyrim.
That's
Really?
like that's only like 60 hours. I
Persona
think.
5.
32 hours.
What?
What
Oh.
was Xenoblade?
222 hours. So they're saying
Oh, dude.
Skyrim's longer than Breath of the Wild?
There's a lot more missions. There's a
LOL.
lot of side missions.
Guys, I
It's-
just
it's
realized we
Skyrim.
could play Xenoblade.
Which one?
I don't know.
Yes.
I've never played.
All right.
that.
Just,
Alright,
well,
sounds good.
not like as a challenge, just as a thing we
Playthrough.
could do. Yeah.
I have the first one on the Wii
What's another
and the
game?
3DS.
To play or just in general.
Just like how long to beat?
Persona 5. I'm gonna keep saying it until you guys.
We're not playing Persona.
Aw,
Persona 6.
That's
Persona.
not even a thing.
Well,
that would
it
be
was-
a Shimigami Tensei on the Switch.
Okay, Persona 5, 95 hours main story.
Main story.
Main story, but if you 100% a true ending,
The main.
The-
164, which is less than
Oh.
Breath of the Wild.
and
Which
that's
still, that's not that much.
Yeah.
Adding to it.
it's also easy
No,
to get
it's
the
not.
true ending.
No.
So that means most of the things that they do in the thing
Oh shit.
are main story.
Yeah, it's also easy to get the true ending anyway.
Oh, that's good.
Wow. Just
I always kind of hate games that's like you have to get the true ending, and it's like, come on, man.
It's like I just want to beat the game,
Yeah.
man.
and at that point, I just look it
Man.
up.
Come on.
how long do you think Pokemon is?
Oh
Which one?
God.
All of them.
Portal 8.5, by the way.
Really?
Wait, the first
That
Portal?
makes sense.
Yeah.
8.5 hours?
No, second.
What about Half-Life 2?
First Portal was 3
3 what?
hours.
Okay.
What about Half-Life
Yeah.
2?
Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, 31.5 hours.
That's what we should do next, is
For
play
100%.
Portal 2.
That could be fun.
Yeah, I've never
I-
played it.
I told
Yeah,
I had
know
that idea
you
like a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
Wait, have you ever
it.
played it either?
No.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be so bad.
Two-player run-through of me and Jarod.
But we'll have to
Who've
do
never
it.
played it.
We'll have to do like half and half. With you two guys playing it,
Fuck.
and then me and Matt will play it because we've played and we'll get it. Like,
Yeah,
no problem.
we'll
But
do
that's
it.
another thing.
Yeah,
I'm
no
really
problem.
good at puzzles.
I like
yeah,
puzzles.
but Jarod, you two are just gonna get frustrated.
Well, it took me 1 week to master.
But you have to remember,
it took me one
you're
week
teamed
to
up with
master
me.
the formula to a Rubik's cube, just to get it so I could do it.
Oh.
Also, Dan, you have to remember, you're teaming up with me.
Yeah, you're the most frustrating part.
Frustrating?
Flustering, frustrating, yes.
Yeah,
So
Yes.
I have Portal 2 for the PC.
I have it for 360
and
3.
362, yeah.
So, The Witcher, 48 hours.
Which one?
Witcher 3.
Okay.
Some people say The Witcher is better than Skyrim.
I would
I've
have
heard
to
that.
disagree.
I've heard that.
Although
There's
I
no
would-
way.
My dad had played it and he really enjoyed The Witcher, and like he's a really big like Elder Scrolls fan too, and like they prefer Witcher over it.
He's not then.
I,
There's
I,
no way that it's that good.
I will say though,
You don't even get to make your own character in that game, and that's the biggest part of Skyrim that I like, is that you get to make your own character.
yeah, I will say though,
Fair
Jarod or whatever his name is,
Mhm.
like his
Jarod.
design is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's the only like redeeming quality.
He looks like an old man that came from Game of Thrones.
He is
Pretty
an old
much,
man.
yeah.
Anyway.
An old man that gets a lot of action.
Man, I'm curious.
Yeah, he does. Anyway,
Let's see.
he knows the way.
Half-Life 2.
Half-Life
Oh,
2.
God, that I feel like that.
I want to compare it to my time. I didn't try to
Half-Life 2,
speed
13
run,
hours.
but- Yes, faster.
Really?
It's like 11 hours or something, 11 and a half hours.
Huh.
That's even
Dude,
faster
the,
than the first Half-Life.
The whole like antlion mother boss fights, I fucking breezed through that shit.
Watch
I
it.
saved
I have
saved
no
my
idea what you're
rockets
talking
and
about.
whatnot.
I have
And
no
so
idea what he's
as soon as
talking
the fight started, rocket, explosive barrel dead.
That was my knee.
And so it was the easiest fight ever,
Anthony only died
For
like
both
3
of
times
them.
overall.
and it was great.
Seriously?
Yeah. Anthony only died 3 times in his Odyssey run.
That's my first thought.
Which you can watch in the description or somewhere.
Dude, Doom, 11 and a half.
Dude, we should play that.
Dishonored, completionist, 32 hours. That sounds about right.
Okay.
I just realized Doom has
Dude,
multiplayer.
Darksiders, that's right. Those are games. Forgot
those
about them.
old games.
They are old games.
Are they remastering that though?
I don't know.
Or are they
Dude,
making
I
a
would
new
love
one?
to play Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes,
Oh.
they're remastering it.
Yeah,
It
that's
looks
why I
so
wanna play that.
good.
Huh.
Also, the music is just awesome.
I haven't heard it.
Dude.
Final thoughts about Breath of the Wild. The pros. It's massive, open world. I always like those. Many outfits, many weapons, many variety. They have a storage system, very limited, but they have a storage system. That's
you told me
always a
that
plus.
you didn't dye any of your clothes.
Nope.
I dyed all of my clothes.
I
Every single thing I could.
no way. Amazing art, pretty acceptable story, except for these parts. So I have cons. Story lacks some crucial details. How does Ganon take over the Guardians?
Did you get all the memories?
Mhm.
Doesn't it explain it?
It doesn't explain it.
Oh.
And if you right away when you're talking to King, what's his face?
The king.
King Boss for Amos, no Hyrule.
Yeah, when you talk to him,
Yeah.
I know myself.
in the back, like the backlash of whatever of what happened 100 years ago, he shows Ganon like shooting like energy into the Guardians, and
Yeah,
then
it's
he
really
just
good.
controls them, which makes no sense. It's not like they can just be charmed or mind controlled. They have no brains of their own. So it doesn't make any sense why he can do that.
And also, they were designed
To fight him.
Yeah.
So why would he be able to take them over?
I guess I don't know.
It's-
No, here's my idea.
This is part of why it's like it's good idea to have good story and one that buffs out all the holes, because if you don't have a good story, then it's not a good game.
Yeah, then it's just a pile of crap.
Okay, so I never.
The
played
story
Breath of the
almost
Wild.
ruined Breath of the Wild.
I never played Breath of the Wild, but for the why was Ganon able to take them over?
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. So those things are really ancient, right?
Yeah.
See, that's where
But
I was going
Ganon-
with it.
keeps like
He's
he
festering.
lives on. You know, he's
He's
learns.
evolving.
Yes, he's evolving. While the Guardians stayed the same over the centuries. If you don't evolve with
it.
your competition can overtake you incredibly easily.
That makes sense.
So they were
But
just
it-
easily possessed.
But
Exactly.
Okay, but that doesn't make sense because then why doesn't Ganon just outgrow the Master Sword? If he's
Maybe the
evolving,
Master
that's a
Sword
sacred
grows with
sword.
him.
oh, the relics were made to fight him though.
But maybe the
The
Master Sword grows
Guardians
with
are-
him.
That would make
Like
sense.
it accumulates
because
magic
Well,
or
it's
whatever.
not
The
the
sword
Guardians-
is an ancient sword. The Guardians are ancient.
sacred.
But not as ancient.
Dan, here, every time you beat Ganon, the sword seals him away. Like, he gets sealed into
Oh,
the
okay.
sword.
I can
So
explain
then
this.
how does he come out of the
Wait.
sword?
That wouldn't stop
It's a
him
curse.
from being able to
A
evolve
curse
against it.
It's a curse created by demise.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. The whole thing in Skyward Sword.
Because it's like in Dragon Ball, like Goku and Vegeta, it's like every time I'm like close to death, I come back even stronger.
Yeah.
What?
the Zenkai boost.
Yeah. So it's just like
That's
that.
what it's called?
When
Yes.
he gets killed, he like basically, well, in this case, he does die, but he comes back even stronger.
But
But
if-
that energy that came from Ganon now goes into the Master Sword.
Okay,
And
I
it
hear what
sits
you're
for
saying.
100 years and cooks.
But 100 years ago, or whenever they last used the Guardians, the princess and a legend and her knight using the sword that seals darkness were the ones who sealed Ganon away.
Yeah.
They only had the help of the Guardians. The Guardians weren't actually there to actually destroy Ganon. They were more or less there to just kind of keep him at bay, so the princess and the knight could come in and take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
So how would I just doesn't make sense? They don't really explain that. That's part of the thing. The champions. Okay, the champions themselves. They say that they died when the Blight Beast inside the things killed them. Zelda says they died when they get stuck in the beast.
That's probably how they got stuck in the beast.
They
That's
got
a good
stuck
point.
in the when Ganon starts to take them over, the divine beast close themselves up, trapping all the champions inside them.
And then kills him.
Yeah. That's
Then the
probably what
champions say that the Blight Beast are the actual things that they had to fight and they lost to.
it's
Yeah.
like a reverse
So it's probably
Trojan
tra-
horse.
So
Yeah.
you know,
It trapped him in, and they're like, I gotta fight my way out of here.
I put
And-
this as a con because I didn't really understand, but when I stopped and thought about it, I was like, oh, you know what? It makes sense because Zelda was not there. She
Yeah.
wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So actually, it was really good storytelling.
Hmm.
I just never put it back in the pros.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
actually a pretty good thing. Zelda wouldn't know she wasn't there.
Think of
She
it-
doesn't metagame.
Think of it as
She
like
doesn't metagame.
think of it as like Ganon pulling a reverse Trojan horse. He knew that the
Guardians,
champions would
yeah,
go
champions.
into the divine beast. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna kill these fuckers before they can kill me.
What the fuck happens to Zelda? Did Ganon eat her or what the fuck?
So,
I don't
So
know why
Zelda
that
goes
made
to
me laugh.
post him off.
and she basically she has the exact amount of energy or power as Ganon. So it's a stalemate. They're pushing at each other as hard as they can, and no one's moving anywhere. So she's holding it. But because Ganon has the power still outside of Hyrule Castle, she's just keeping it in Hyrule Castle. But that's why that like sack kind of grew over her too, is because like it's still like kind of moving around and growing, but like it couldn't stop it.
Because he was getting stronger, she was just holding it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's getting stronger from the outside coming in.
Oh.
And she's like,
So-
bitch, no.
So he actually grows
Just, like,
around her. They
slapping
never
her.
explained that in the story.
Yes.
So Ganon actually grew around her, and he
Yeah.
started festering.
That's why like she had that sack around her, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. One answered question.
I thought that whole divine beast part.
Oh no, I answered that already.
Okay.
Weapon durability, I get it. It's just too little. There's no sword in the whole world. Even a rusty sword doesn't break with 4 hits or 3
Well,
hits.
Rusty Sword might, but if it's a well-forged sword, it's gonna last a very long time, no matter
Yeah.
what's hit.
The
Yeah, 'cause
Master
it
Sword.
maybe it wasn't heat treated.
Like we watched the Master Force
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
They hit that shit against like steel and whatnot. The blades
Bone
don't
and
chip
stuff.
at all.
The fucking the Master Sword breaks in like 20 hits, and that's bullshit. Until you get it until you take it through the Master Trials, in which then it seems to almost like triple, and then it seems to take like 60 hits. But it's garbage that it dies that fast.
That's true.
It's
But
the
that's
fucking
also-
Master Sword.
Well, it's because they also don't want it to be overpowered. But when you get in, is it when you get to like the Ganon fight, it won't break? I think.
It doesn't break,
Yeah.
and even if you go into it
Mhm.
with it broken,
It just recharges.
recharges instantly.
No. Okay.
So it's alive for its purpose.
It is.
So that's kind. I mean, it does what it needs to.
It's fair.
This bitch empty.
And when people said, "Why the hell is it in the game?" the developers said, "Because we want people to use other weapons."
Yeah.
Bitch, you put a spear in a Zelda game, they're gonna use other weapons anyways.
Yeah. But
Come
also,
on.
but you, like, I mean, different weapons have different abilities. You've got the big mallets that are
Plus, they all
slower,
do
but-
different damage. The
Exactly.
spears attack like 100 times, but they do like 20 damage.
And they
But like
also brought
I use
in the
spears a good
wands.
amount of time. Like if you're on a horse and you have a spear, you can like just poke people out and they're done.
Plus, it stuns like the fuck out.
Yeah,
of
especially like when
Yeah.
you charge it, then you just go stab, 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 stab. I usually would use it with like the big Linox, not the Lennox.
Lionel.
Lionel.
No, the Lionels and the big Henox.
Oh yeah, that
The-
yeah.
the
The
Henox.
Cyclops.
Yeah, the Cyclops things.
Also, like with the wands, it's not just an item that you can like find in a dungeon. You can get them off as a drop.
As the
Mhm.
whiz robes, yeah.
Yeah.
And I always really use the wands to like heat me up if I'm going into the cold or vice
Mhm.
versa. That was
I
really
use
the only time I used
anything
it.
like that. I try to just not use at all because they all suck.
Yeah, I
Except
never
versus like
really
ice
used the
monsters, which it instantly kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like the ice Stelnox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice baby.
What I like though is like some of the
Ba-dum,
detail they
ba-dum.
put into it. So it's like if you're in Death Mountain and you pull out the bomb arrow, it explodes right away.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
it's, like-
understand that.
But it's cool that it does that because
a while.
like that's something that would work.
Yeah.
That would happen like that.
The bomb,
And your regular arrows turned off. Fire arrows.
Yeah,
What were you saying, George?
the bomb arrows also don't go off when it's raining.
Yeah. Because there's nothing to light
there's
them.
nothing to light 'em.
Yeah.
Why keep the memories? Oh, so Zelda spoilers. This whole thing.
Yeah.
Zelda keeps the memory of them taking a Link to the Shrine of Resurrection for last. There's no reason why she had to do that. It makes no sense why she kept that one as last.
Close.
Plus, Link's passed out. How does it his memory?
What do you mean? Oh,
Link
Like, how does
passed
he
out.
remember?
Oh,
Link
he-
passed out way before it.
doesn't it hit the memory also like lie within the Master Sword as well?
Yeah,
Master
'cause
Sword's
then,
also broken.
yeah,
but
because
it's
then
still
Fee's just
alive.
like, hey, fucker, hey, wake the fuck up.
Which is another
Bring me
thing
to
that
the, bring me to
technically,
the forest.
which
And
is
you can
another
s-
thing that shouldn't happen. How did the Master Sword break?
I think it's in the sense of breaking as like it ran out of energy. So like
And he
it
just kept
didn't-
on trying to use it.
yeah, because you know like when I said he fought Ganon and then it absorbed the power from Ganon and then
Mhm.
used that power to fight Ganon. But he was using it and he wasn't able to kill Ganon yet. So it didn't even have that power before. That's why it had to recharge.
But it's also like, so he the sword isn't supposed to break. It's supposed to be the power of Hylia herself in the sword, right?
Yeah.
Ye-
That would mean though the fact that it's breaking and getting weaker. Hylia is getting weaker.
Well, you have to remember, Zelda didn't unlock her full potential yet.
Yeah.
That's why the sword wasn't at its full strength.
What the fuck does it matter if Zelda does? Though?
Because she is Hylia. Spoilers.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Shit, man.
Boy.
So her power lies within the sword's power. So the sword is basically the one part of the Triforce. Is the Triforce of courage, and her being wisdom, Ganon being power. The whole every Zelda game ever. But because you can't have half of a Triforce, so
Yeah, it's
if
a
one part
triangle.
is weak, the other parts are going to be weak. So that you could kind of also say because she wasn't at full power, the Master Sword couldn't be at full power. But because she also wasn't at full power, Ganon couldn't have been at full power, and that's why she was able to like knock against him and not have him take over.
But
for
because
100
now
years.
Link starts to get to full power when he goes to fight Ganon.
He starts taking over part of her, but she's still
Yeah.
able to keep
Yeah.
back. But then that's why so many of the Guardians come back to life at that point, and that there's all the Bokoblins, Moblins, and whatnots that are starting to take
since-
over.
yeah, and
and the
since
Blood
Link
Moon
woke up.
happens, which respawns everything again. And then right at the end, when Zelda comes out and saves the whole day, she gives you the light bow, and then you're able to kill Ganon just because.
Oh, I get. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. And it's like, since Link was kind of knocked out for that whole 100-year stalemate,
Mhm.
that makes sense, because it's like they're both equally matched in that sense.
Okay, so one of the things they said it was massive, but part of being massive is really empty.
Right. They
As
could have
well.
added more towns.
There,
Yeah.
Like
it feels like one of those blankets that you'd make like squares on, but then in
The quilt?
between them, yeah. But then in between them, there's like lines.
Mhm.
It felt like that. Like there's a lot of shit here. Nothing. Oh my god, a lot of shit.
yeah, they could have used more towns instead of like I liked the ruined towns because it showed all of
Yeah.
this ruin that Ganon
There's
caused
stuff
over the
that
past
could have
100 years.
stuff that happened.
But it's like they could have added more settlements outside of like Terrytown,
Mhm.
which you build.
I love Terrytown.
Oh yeah, no,
I love that mission.
It's so good, but it's
I
like
love the music too. It's my alarm to wake up in the morning.
but it's like they could have added more towns outside of Terrytown. Like
Yeah.
oh yeah, like these guys, these carpenters came in and built this place after our town was overrun.
But
Like,
that also
would have
could
added
be-
more to the story.
I kind of can see also why there isn't anything. It's because there's supposed to be stuff there, but because the whole town is the whole city or world of Hyrule is a ruin now. That's why there's nothing.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I just said I didn't like it.
Yeah.
People act like you're not Link at times, and it just pisses me off. It's like, bitch, I'm wearing the fucking outfit with the Master Sword and Hylia's shield. I'm
The fight
fucking
club.
Link the champion.
Oh, like the
Fuck!
owl, like the old owl guy in the bird town.
Yeah, like, how do you not... I'm wearing the champion's tunic with the sword. The Zora King knows who I
Yeah.
am.
Mhm.
Bitch, what the fuck do you mean I'm the descendant?
Well-
I look like him.
Well, I mean, a lot of it's been 100 years since people have heard or seen him.
That's
How
fair.
long do the Zoras live? It's been 100 years. Prince Sidon was a child 100 years ago, and he's now just like an adult.
Yeah, I mean, they're fish people, so they have a different lifespan compared to
How
normal
long do
people.
they live?
I mean, the king was still alive,
I know.
so yeah, they live a long ass time.
They're like elves. Think of them as like the elves in Lord
Yeah.
of the Rings.
And then the Hylians are humans.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the easiest way to put it. And
Because-
then the Gorons are dwarves.
All right.
Oh,
But then when you think of the Gerudos, like the whoever was running the Gerudos, she still didn't really know who Link was at first.
No, she didn't. She only knew from stories.
Yeah.
How the fuck did Urbosa have a daughter?
There's a male born every 100 years.
Which is...
Not usually Ganon, because he's the pig swirly cloud demon.
But it is Ganondorf.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Calamity
it
Ganon.
doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
That's the part that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
is how the Gerudos have kids.
They usually go into town and.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
That's-
because the Gerudo had in Terrytown, the Gerudo married the guy who makes Terrytown, so
Mhm.
they can still have kids,
Yeah.
but they're always going to be a daughter.
Yeah,
If that's correct.
they would, except every 100
Every
years.
100 years when they usually make Ganon at that point.
Yeah. All right.
Or maybe that was just one of the times that Ganon came back.
Yeah.
It just
Or
happened to
wait,
be that.
if they're male, they're a Hylian. If they're female, they would be a Gerudo.
Yes.
All right. That's what I assumed.
Okay,
too.
I completely forgot that they could marry non-Gerudo people.
Yeah. That's like a crucial part that they have in like Ocarina of Time.
I know, I just completely
Oh man.
forgot about it.
The final fight with Ganon was so underwhelming. It was like being cock teased for 6 hours and then the girl telling you she has to go home.
That's oddly specific.
Yeah, it was that bad. It was freakishly easy. I played it at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't lose more than 5 hearts.
See, that's why because like you get there and you're like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
Yeah,
and then the
that's
divine,
the cock teasing part.
and then the divine beasts come in and they shoot him. I'm like,
And
oh,
you're like,
shit.
oh shit!
They took half his health.
Holy fuck!
This has got to be like really
Cock
hard.
tease!
Like,
More
this-
cock teasing!
This got to be like really hard.
Oh
now. If
my
they took
God.
away half his health, like this still it's got to be good.
Cock
then.
tease.
And then you fight him, and it's like,
I'm kicking his ass!
and I'm like, okay, I'm doing real good. I prepared
now-
for this.
Then he
and
gets
now
I
the
he's
got, all
orange.
the, I got all the weapons. I got all the good shit. My armor is maxed out.
I
I'm
got the
ready.
dang Kush.
And then
Okay,
he's not
fresh.
like
Yeah,
and then
feeling
he gets that
myself.
invincibility face. Like you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, he's getting harder. Cock
And-
tease,
and-
cock tease,
And
cock
then you
tease.
kill him, and it's like,
I'm
oh
going
god, it's
over
right
George.
here. He comes out, and he's the boar, and it's like, ooh, this is the true Ganon.
No, at
The
first you're
final
like,
form.
was that it? That was a bit easy. And then he comes out in the
And
next
it's like,
form,
boom.
and it's like, oh shit!
Zelda.
And then you get the light bulb, and then
Take this. Take
and
this
then
to go along. Take this.
oh my god, what the fuck?
It's
And
like,
then
now
you
you have
shoot
to
him 8
circle-
times and he dies.
Yeah. Because they make it so intense. It's like you're at like
Matt, you
the way
okay?
I did it. Ganon's coming right at
And
me.
then they
I'm
give you
running
your
right at-
first
Oh, yeah.
first
Yeah,
horse
Yeah,
too.
I'm running right
And the
at
fucking,
Ganon. Ganon's at me. I jump. I do the slow motion, pull the bow, and let go right in the eye. I'm like, yes.
Bro, if
I'm
I were
like, oh, that was it.
Yeah.
I
And
can't
then
miss
Zelda
it.
just makes the
fucking
sun. And
laser,
We'll talk about
the
that.
laser he shoots doesn't track you at all.
Nope, doesn't.
No.
He's just shooting in
The
Asgard
Guardians
Castle.
shoot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The things that were made to
I was
kill
like,
him.
oh my god, what are they? The fucking Lionels are way harder than him.
Yeah.
The
Lionels are
Silver
fun.
Lionel is
They
a
are fun.
fucking asshole.
I'm pretty sure the final boss.
Once
fight
he
was
gets stronger,
Rush.
he's really fun to
Yeah.
fight. It's like a thing that you can always look forward to. It's like, oh boy, I'ma shoot him, I'ma stab him.
That's why when
he's
I
dead.
played it a second time, I didn't do any of the Divine Beasts.
Yeet.
So that way he had full health. But I did all the shrines, so I still had as many hearts as I could.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get to Ganon, you have to fight all the bright beasts.
Blight.
Blight, yeah,
There
sorry.
you go. No,
You have to
you're
fight all four
Bright
of them.
Light.
And then you fight Ganon at full
Light.
health. And that was at least a lot
Why
more
was it called
interesting. It
Dark
took me a little
Ages?
bit longer. I did have like a shit ton of food, so
Because
it
it
wasn't
was
that
a
bad.
horrible
And I
time
had a
for
shit
art.
ton of
No,
fairies.
because there were a lot
Yeah.
of lights.
Did you use any fairies?
Not when I did it, no. I just used my health.
I didn't use any fairies when I fought him.
Anyway.
I
I think
think lose
Jared's
more than
gonna
5
kill me
health
now.
when I fought him.
Yeah.
So
He made a what would you?
I made a pun. Why was it called the Dark Ages?
Why?
There were a
Why?
lot of knights.
shut up.
I'm just like, no, it's because it was a horrible time for art and music.
And there's the Black Plague.
Well,
And
yes.
Light wasn't.
The
Thank you.
best part of the game, I have the best and the worst. Best part, the champions, by far. The abilities they give you, their story, the characters themselves are so likable, except Ravioli.
Fuck Ravioli.
Wily.
I wish the DLC did more story-wise towards the champions instead of just that one little cutscene. If there was
Shut
one,
up, Matt.
if there's one thing I personally don't care about in games is when they give you stories that you can skip. And when you have a skippable story, like I always skip the story, but when you don't, that means you did that good
Mm-hmm.
when making that story. I generally want to learn more about their characters. I wish I learned more of why Daruk was afraid of dogs, or why Rivali is such an asshole. Maybe because his name is close to Ravioli. Who knows?
Ravioli,
Does-
ravioli. What's in the pocket?
Does Mira ever tell Link that she loves him?
No.
Why she never does that?
Because she's nervous.
I mean,
And she knows.
And then she
likes-
died before she could.
but then she's dead. Why doesn't she do it then, knowing that her father told her?
Told him?
Yeah.
She does it because she probably doesn't know that her father did.
Meanwhile, the
Also,
ghost
what are you
of-
gonna do if you're a ghost? I love you, okay?
I'll come back to the elephant and see you.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I like to imagine as Mifa's dad is just telling her or telling Link that Mifa loved him. She's just like, Dad, no, stop, no, fuck.
What the fuck is Urbosa's fucking problem making no guys allowed in the city?
Well, it's just because all Gerudos are women.
Tradition.
It's just like, yeah.
Ah,
But then there are the
but why the
Gorons.
fuck are the Gorons in the city then?
There are
Because there's
female
female
Gorons.
Gorons.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
is.
there are.
How did the Gorons repopulate?
I thought they populated asexually. They're just rocks.
No, there's
No.
female Gorons.
The Gorons in the city are fucking male.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. When you read the girl, when you talk to the Hylian that's looking at and writing down notes about the city, she writes down, the male Gorons have no issue getting into the Urbosa city.
It's possible she was just being racist,
Sexist.
sexist. It's racist.
Racist?
I don't think so, because when you talk to them, I think they have male names.
What's funny is
I'm looking at
somebody
Go ahead, look it up.
Somebody made a comic about that where it's like, oh yeah, we were able to walk in here, and it's just you just see the two Gorons walk in, and the two guards at the gate are just like looking at each other and just shrugging. They're just like, I don't fucking know what they are. Are they male? Are they female? I don't know.
Urbosa, then I put Urbosa, you cunt. And then I said,
Ouch.
she's tied for the best power, though. Team Mifa all the way.
when I got
Mifa is
Mifa's
so
power up,
useful.
like I read it and I was like, wait, what? Because I was like, you give me all my health back and more?
I was like,
And I was like,
Mifa?
I have to be reading. I literally tried to kill myself right after because I was like, no way.
I jumped off the cliff.
Yeah.
It's
and
like
then
me,
she brought me back to life, and
And
I was like,
no shit.
And she's
I
like,
was
it
like,
was my
fuck.
pleasure. It's like, what?
Mifa? And then I was like, shit, is this a one-time use? I was like, fuck!
And
And,
then
then
you just see-
I was like, looking it up, and I was like, oh, it's
Okay.
rechargeable.
Yeah, and then
Oh
you
my
just see
God.
the meter go up. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Worst part of the game, ready for this?
Yeah.
This is so easy. Zelda.
She's not in it enough.
You son of a bitch! I'm just kidding.
Terrible character design, to be honest. Terrible character development. Terrible voice actor. Zelda was the worst part of the game. In fact, the final boss killing cunt almost alone would have destroyed the game if it wasn't for the really great, well-designed champions, the characters. Hell, even Iba, the old lady at the Impa, even Impa was pretty alright. And all she does is sit in a chair all day and do nothing.
Her granddaughter is better than Zelda sometimes.
Zelda was just so bad. And then she goes and asks Link if he can even wield the sword properly in one of the memories. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up and learn magic, which you've been failing at this whole fucking game. You stupid cunt.
Stop being a naturalist and learn some goddamn magic.
But no, really, like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Twilight Princess, I'm pretty sure she was like a master of magic.
She was also kind of bland.
And in Ocarina of Time, I'm pretty sure she was a ninja god. Like, yeah, she was basically a ninja god.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Zelda
really?
is...
I don't like her that much.
Zelda sucks! She's the worst Zelda ever created. Ever.
But you have to admit, she has a little more, like, character to her.
No, not at all. Sheik had the most character to her. Sheik did. That Zelda had the most character to her. Maybe Skyward Sword. But that's only because Skyward Sword is the most lore-packed game in all of the Legend of Zelda games.
Thank you for admitting that.
I mean, but that's true. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
It even the developers say there's more lore in Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword than any other game. That's fact.
Yeah.
There is. But the Zelda in Breath of the Wild is the worst thing. Even in the game, she's the equivalent of a high school girl obsessed with her iPhone and failing at the most important subjects. Life.
Magic.
AKA learning the magic to fucking steal Ganon away for the next 100 years. Like, really? Just a shit character, not a single good trait about her. Most people they're all like, oh, but she had a nice ass in that one scene. Yeah, she does, but guess what? She's 17. She's not even legal. That sucks.
But it's been 100 years.
Yeah, so now she's 117. Okay, that makes it better.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Not at all. Zelda's the worst part of the game. And the goddess in the game is also pretty weak as fuck. She's a total cunt.
Yeah.
I just saved the dragon and you reward me with its scale, in which I have to give back to you so I can get into the shrine.
Yeah, you could just say, save the dragon, and then that would be it.
Why the fuck didn't they put, like, special dragon armor in the dragon shrines?
That would have been... Dude! Volga! From Hyrule Warriors. The Dragon Knight. Have his armor. That would have been awesome!
That would have been awesome, right?
It would just be, like, all the different colors.
That would have been great. They would have just put the armor in the fountain, like, the well of power or whatever it is. The
wisdom, power, courage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just, because you need the dragon scales to open them up, have the dragon armor in them.
Wisdom for the helm, power for the,
Torso.
Really? I would have said the breastplate.
Oh, I would have said power.
And then torso.
I put it wisdom as the helmet.
Yeah.
And then power as the chest plate, and then courage as the legs.
Yeah.
But then, like, right? And then they all, and then once you have, like, each piece has its own ability, and then once you have them all together, like, the leggings make you run faster during all the time, because there's nothing in the game that makes you run faster during the day.
Mm-hmm.
The chest plate could give you the extra 2 hearts that you don't get anywhere else.
Right.
Power, hey, and then the one of wisdom. It could have that slow-mo effect whenever.
Like, just when you jump. Like,
yeah.
No matter if you're...
No matter...
Well, that could get annoying. Like,
well,
if you're engaging an enemy,
then think about it. What else would you want for the thing of wisdom? It has to be kind of something cool. Maybe the ability to cast spells. Oh, maybe have the whole power thing when you're swinging your sword to have a magic thing fly out. You could have that with any weapon instead of throwing them. That could be cool.
Yeah.
They could have they missed a total good opportunity.
Yeah.
Instead, they're just garbage in them. There's not even like a diamond in them. There's just like garbage.
Yeah.
Nothing worth getting.
It's like, oh great, a flame sword. Not like I have 20 in my bag.
Oh, what? I can't do this? Oh, so I don't 100% the fucking shrine unless I get all the secret chest in it? Bye-bye, Flame Sword number 21. Hello, Flame Sword number new 21.
Oh, what? I can throw it farther? Great. Guess what I'm doing when this bitch is empty? Yeet!
Literally, when it was about to break, I'd be like, "Oh, time to throw it away." Literally throw it.
Yeah, you get double damage.
Yeah.
Flowers, by the way.
Flowers?
No, for...
Oh.
George is
I thought you were gonna... I thought that was next on your list
the
of
Sphinx,
stuff to complain
you
about.
talked to her and she asked why Ganon... Or why fucking Bowser's here. Flowers.
Why is
They're
Ganon
because of
here?
flowers.
This isn't his game. The fuck?
And then she opens up.
See, I thought you were gonna complain about the flowers next.
Okay, I'm thinking about the Gorons. I've been looking this up. I'm pretty sure in Goron City, the hotel is run by girls.
In Goron?
In the Goron City.
No, it's 2 old men.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I think he's right.
Yeah, it's 2 old men.
Because one of them has a goatee.
There's...
Oh, okay.
They both have beards.
Yeah.
I have to look it up then.
I know some...
There's no female Gorons in all of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I'm pretty sure there's one. There's got to be one.
There's not
feel
one.
like that's
There's not a
almost
single
like-
one.
You just see him pouring over boats. It's like, there has to be.
Yeah.
There
There's
might
somewhere.
be. No, I'm not saying there's never been a female Goron. There might be female Gorons.
But just not.
There's
Breath of the
not
Wild.
in Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think any of the kids are. I did look at a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I've missed one. I don't think any of the kids are females either.
Can I just say the Gorons in Twilight Princess were assholes?
They absolutely were.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because they're just like, oh, Hylians are weak. They just want our ore. It's like, bitch, you made an agreement with them to get the ore.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, the fuck?
And then
The
they're like,
fuck?
fuck you. You don't get past us unless you prove your strength.
All
You
right.
fight them without the iron boots, they wreck you.
Yeah, you just need to sumo wrestle the fuck out of them.
He
It's
picks you up and throws
Yeah,
you.
it's like, wait, where did you learn this? You know, the mayor of my town. It's like, oh shit, you know him? Okay, cool, you can pass. It's like, I could have just said that and that would have helped. It's like, oh yeah, totally. It's like, what the fuck?
Totally.
It's
I totally get what you're saying.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the computer.
yeah. At least Darius or whoever you save in there was cool with you. He's like, really, you guys, really? This you didn't let this fucker through? What's your problem? And I'm just like, thank you, whoever you are. It's like,
So,
bro, come on.
the game story-wise, 5 out of 10. It's, like, really subpar. Honestly, it's like a high schooler wrote it. It's not that good of a story, really. And actually, with just what they put in-game, it's not good at all, actually. The only reason why the story was good is because I know a lot of the story from Jarod of how things work in the world of Legend of Zelda.
You're welcome.
And I looked up some videos. Literally, without any of the lore that Jarod had shared with me, the game would have been ruined when I went to get the memories. I'd be sitting here like, why are you such a dumb cunt the whole time? And the fact I totally forgot that she's the reincarnation of Hylia, which totally just is like
That just helps.
it helps a lot. It really does help a lot, but it doesn't make Zelda any worse of a character. Any less of a bad character.
I need better of a character.
Yep, there you go. The gameplay though, 9.8 out of 10. The fucking iPhone, but no, seriously, just I had issues with like the climbing, but they did make everything climbing, and it's hard to make a game where everything is climbable. But literally, I was trying to run down like a passage, and away from enemies, and I kept jumping up onto the wall, and when I got off, I jumped right up on the other side. That happens way too often.
The Legend of Rain at inconvenient moments.
Yeah.
And yeah,
George sent us that.
That's
so true.
That's too fucking real. I got legit triggered from that. I was like, this fucking game, dude. Zelda sucks. Just Zelda, the princess, not the game. She sucks.
Thank you. I was just gonna say it's like no. You do.
Breath of the Wild, amazing game. 9.8 out of 10 game wise, story wise, garbage. Zelda's terrible character. They fucking ruined her. Her voice actor, not a bad actress, but the voice is grating and did not match Zelda at all.
You know the person who did the voice acting for the game didn't even get the game for free. She had to pay for it like everyone else.
Why?
Oh, you know what? Serves her right. She should have done a better job.
You know what?
I mean, she probably just talked.
Basically. I mean, her acting was nice. It was good. But, I don't know. Her voice was too gritty.
The voice was so whiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that accent too, kind of.
The accent was so thick and annoying.
Yeah, it's like, wait, why is the king not British, but Zelda's British? That's my question.
Oh my god, didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Now that you pointed out, you're totally right. I just talked to King Barbosa the fucking third. Hyrule. Bosphorus, the Hyrule. I just fucking talked to him yesterday and he wasn't British.
Yeah, that's what I was confused. It's like, wait, hold on.
I fell off that.
What? Also, if you watch the Japanese like trailer for the game, her voice actress is a lot more like a lot less whiny, and more like she projects more. Like even in that one scene where she's like, "I'm a failure." Oh
when
god.
She is whining.
Well, yeah, when she's like crying, her crying is a lot more believable than freaking.
Really, and that's the part that
English
I thought
actor
that the
is
English actor did okay at. It was just the crying scene.
Not.
It's like everything else was terrible. Oh my god! Maybe it's just me, but
Even
when
when
she
she
fucking said that, can you even wield that sword, Link? I was like, bitch,
What am I doing right now?
Basically,
flailing about.
and then Link goes off and shows her that I can use it when it was raining. He's like, see, I can swing it perfectly fine.
And it's
And
like,
I was like,
what would you do if you weren't like a hero? It's like, I don't know. Probably be an apple farmer.
Probably learn
Fuck
to
if I know.
talk.
Maybe herd some goats.
Supposedly he does talk.
you know,
If you
It's
read-
off camera.
that's probably why they didn't have a voice actor for Link.
Because if no matter what would have happened, everyone would have been upset with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There would have been no acceptance.
I already kind of have an idea of what Link would sound like.
So,
Okay, so for Wreck-It Ralph, there was rumors going around that the second movie they were going to go into consoles instead of, but the second one they're going to the internet instead. But they were going to go to
got
consoles.
the memes.
Just because, but I think consoles would have been harder. But I kept saying that they should have, if like they had Nintendo characters in it, Link should have been in there, and every time he was about to talk, someone would interrupt him, and he'd just go, "Huh," or just, "Ah."
That would have been so funny.
Yeah,
And then
like
at the end,
he'd be like about to talk, and someone would just come in and interrupt him because he doesn't talk.
and then at the very end of the movie, he's just like, bye.
Oh,
No, not even.
Why
I still
does
would
it-
have been upset with that.
why doesn't Link talk?
Because
You're wrong because he does talk.
Yeah, if you read.
So
Zelda
now
in
why
journal-
doesn't Link talk in game?
It's she explains it in her journal. In Zelda's
Yep, she
journal.
does.
Yeah, he has such a weight on his shoulders that he's just like,
And all the
if-
eyes are
He wants to
watching him.
silently bear the
He wants to
burden.
silently bear the burdens for everyone.
bury it under the tree.
You know what? I gotta say, reading that made me like Link so much.
Yeah, because
I
everything else, he's just
I
a meme.
like Link. He's one of my favorite Nintendo characters, but I just honestly, he would not beat Cloud. He just wouldn't.
I understand that.
But I can understand the argument between the debate as a third party person, just because but also they're two completely different worlds where two completely different situations happen. So there's two completely different. ways they
you
have
know
to
what?
adapt.
And you're totally right. Because things that Cloud had to deal with and live with are totally different than things that ever happened to Link.
Right.
And they're both tests of courage and strength, but they're both different.
Yeah.
Just like Superman, he's on a whole different level than Goku, but people still want to put them up against each other. Well, it's like people are probably Ultra Instinct Goku would beat the shit out of Superman because
Team Goku all the way.
Team Goku.
because he would never hit
Team
him.
Goku.
Well,
Goku-san.
also there's the fact that all of Goku's things are limited.
True.
You know who isn't limited? Superman.
Unless you destroy the sun.
But
Or
he
just
goes-
instant transmission him into deep space where there is no way for him to absorb the sun.
Yeah.
But then Goku would die.
There's still the
But he could still
there's
instant
still
transmission
the
himself back.
intergalactic radiation.
This is a comic book we're also
it's
talking
strong
about.
Yeah,
enough to
see,
kill
but
a
that's the
person,
thing.
so I
We're
mean-
putting
We're putting an anime character
against
and
a
a
comic book
Yeah,
character.
it's manga versus comics. It's
Yeah.
that argument basically.
Plus,
would you
if you-
stop moving
like
my
anime
legs?
versus
Like
cartoons.
if you put the weakest Superman
work
against
them
the
abs.
strongest Goku, yeah, Goku would win because the weakest Superman is kryptonite poisoned Superman.
Or just baby Superman.
Yeah, or just
Yeah.
baby Superman.
Goku's just killing babies.
I mean,
But like,
Chaotic.
and Goku
Yeah.
would never give the final blow to Superman.
Yeah.
He'd never
would.
kill him.
No.
And Superman would kill Goku.
Yeah, Superman
Oh,
has
yeah.
killed Zod in a movie with a smile on his face in like
Yeah.
the older ones, and people are
Superman
complaining that
is
Superman
super, like-
snaps Zod's neck in Man of Steel, and it's like, the fuck are you talking about?
Superman is
He
super
cried
closet
over that,
sadist.
and people are like, oh no, that's not Superman. It's like,
Because he's not
Boy!
smiling. It's
yeah,
There's
it's like
so
because he's
many,
not
like-
smiling.
There's so many off games where Superman goes evil.
Exactly.
Always, never Batman. It's always Superman.
And he wasn't even
No,
evil during that
Owlman.
whole Zod fight,
What?
like the original
Owlman.
Zod fight.
Owlman.
Owlman.
Yeah,
The evil Batman who was going to destroy the Prime
Oh.
Planet, which would rupture time and space itself, destroying all worlds.
Oh.
you know,
Yeah, there's
Okay.
evil Batman.
I feel like we forgot what we were talking about originally.
No, it's fine.
Oh, Link versus Cloud.
Yeah, the reason.
But the fact that they're different worlds, so their greatest
Right.
feats, they can be compared to each other, but they can't really be compared to each
Yeah.
other because, like, really, what is the gravity on Hyrule? Hey, if gravity on Hyrule is actually 32, which is almost 3 or 4 times more than our gravity here, and Cloud
32
technically
what?
32. That's just the
Like-
force of
like
gravity.
what?
Force of gravity.
instead of
32
it being,
G's?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's 32 times the Earth's gravity. Fucking hell.
No, the gravity of Earth is 9.8.
that would explain why Hyrule, like when Hyrule
Oh,
was
newtons.
first created.
32 newtons.
Yes, because the gravity on Earth is 9.8.
9.8 meters per second squared. That's acceleration, not newtons.
That's the acceleration
Newtons
of
has to do with
gravity.
mass. Newtons is mass times acceleration.
We're not a science show.
Also, I was gonna say there are also two different styles of games. Legend of Zelda was originally meant to be a puzzle game where you had to like think through it all, as like a counterpart to Mario, where it's just a run and gun, just go to the end. Yeah. Final Fantasy. I don't know why it took me so long, but Final Fantasy is meant to be like you're driven by the story, and I'm not saying you're not driven by the story, but originally that's what those games were meant to be.
Yeah, they're story.
Yeah. You're,
Story driven.
yeah, you're meant to be story driven, but also like run and gun, like kill the shit out of almost everything. Would you stop messing with my feet, please? It's weird. Thank you. I will axe kick you in the
There's something
nuts.
else I was gonna say. What was the point that we were just talking about?
Zelda's
There's
character's
Oh, no, I
ass.
was talking
different
about the
worlds.
gravity. Because yeah, if say Cloud runs on the gravity of Earth, but like for some reason Hyrule gravity is 32 times Earth's gravity, Cloud ain't gonna move.
Exactly.
And then Goku, not
Cloud
Goku,
would
sorry.
fucking die.
Yeah,
He would just
it would just
His heart would go from here.
To
he
the
would
ground.
just shit out
To the
his
ground.
spine.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact numbers. I watched some video on
9.8 is
it.
the gravitational acceleration.
Yeah, so basically, at a certain point, your
It's the
heart
force
becomes
of gravity
unable to
pulling
pump
on us.
blood to your brain.
Mm-hmm.
At another point, your legs become incapable. Even the strongest person alive would be incapable of standing.
Yeah.
That's why
At a
going to
certain
King
point, you
Kai's
just get
planet would
crushed,
be a...
basically.
yeah.
Like, I think Jupiter is definitely strong enough to crush a human being
Nice.
just for standing on it.
That's why King Kai's planet is a death trap,
If you could stand on Jupiter, that
or his planet.
Before the
You also have
poisonous
to
gas
remember,
is.
Goku's a Saiyan. He's been on tons of different planets, or they're made to be on tons of different planets with a bunch of different gravities.
Yeah.
Hence why they're able to
Their
walk in.
gravity was probably on planet Vegeta was probably already different.
Not-
yeah, and
not-
then they are born to be adapted to that one, and then they get shot off to another planet with a different gravity.
Also, now that I think about it, that was his spirit. That wasn't his true body.
For what?
When he went to King Kai's planet.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
he was
the
dead.
first
Spirit.
Yeah.
Not
So
his
it's like
body.
he wouldn't be dead because he's
He also
already
wouldn't
dead.
be able to train there in his spirit and have that.
Yeah,
training
that's
go to his
that's
body.
a little confusing.
It's
now
more
that
of
you
like a
think
mental training, like a meditation.
Yeah,
If
like
you were to
the
think about it.
muscle memory.
That's why he can
muscle
learn
memory.
Kaioken and.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle,
He also
And Spirit Bomb.
he also has no original moves.
Yes,
Goku
Yeah,
has
that
no
fucked
original
me up.
moves. What?
It's- Yeah, even Gohan is an original move.
What?
Yeah, does Gohan has an original move?
Which one?
The one that he uses on Nappa.
It should be there.
I can't remember its name.
No.
Basically, he goes like he has his hands above his head, and then he just goes like that.
I don't know. I don't know the name of that move.
Yeah, but that's his original move. Like that's the only.
Oh, okay.
That's one of his first original moves. Like his son
came up with something before he did.
Yeah.
Because because it was like, oh, is the Kamehameha mine? He's like, and then
in the abridged, it's like,
yeah,
no, that was Master Roshi.
Yeah, Master Roshi. He's like, what about the Kaioken? And King
Kai's
is
like,
it's got my
don't-
fucking name in it.
Spirit
Bomb?
Bomb?
Goku. It's really like though, why doesn't he have any?
But when you think about it, like even just as a person, do you have anything that's original of yours, or you have like everyone learns something from someone?
Yeah,
Everything
pretty
is
much.
passed down.
It's the law of equivalent exchange. You can't take something out of nothing.
Yeah. So we're all getting something from something.
Yeah,
We're
that's
not
our
just
DNA.
making it up.
Yeah, it's how DNA works.
Well, Zelda sucks. You know, Nintendo. One thing you need
The
to
character
do.
Zelda sucks.
The
Yes,
character
thank you,
Zelda
please clarify.
sucks. The
'Cause it's like,
Princess
bye.
Zelda sucked in Breath of the Wild. You need to get your fucking best writers on that shit because you know what? Zelda sucks.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
Hey, people in the back?
Yeah,
Princess Zelda. Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
She sucks.
motherfucker! Just wait till I get to the lobby. Your ass is mine.
She does, though.
Dude,
She's-
but part of me wants to name my daughter Zelda.
Go ahead, do it.
Do it.
No balls.
I mean,
Oh, now you have to do it. Shit.
Yeah.
if my future baby mama lets me name my daughter Zelda, I will do it.
Get-
Do it.
You watch, you'll be like,
That's what I said.
should we name her Zelda? And she'll be like, oh my god, that's such a pretty name. Where'd you get it from?
It's
You're just
Zelda
wearing-
Fitzgerald.
You're,
Yes.
that?
you're just wearing a Legend of Zelda shirt. You just have the hat on, and you just have like the
Can we name our
freaking
son
bag. It's like
Ganon?
nowhere. Just kind of.
My daughter will be Zelda and my son will be Goku.
I mean, my son's gonna be named William.
Why?
See, but that's a
That's
normal
a-
name.
That's a family name.
Oh.
How about Sephiroth?
Cloud.
William Williamson?
How about
Little Sephi.
Link.
Sephi?
I thought about naming my kid Link too,
No.
No.
but I was like, that's not as like good of a name. Zelda is like an actual name.
Oh shit! What's the name of Zach's mentor?
Zach the
Sith.
Second.
No, I don't think it is.
Cat Sith.
This has been Side Quest,
No, it
the
hasn't.
Quest Bros podcast. Thank you guys
The
for
main
listening.
quest.
Nope.
Thank you guys for listening to this rant. Make sure
Zach
to,
Fair is Cloud's mentor.
make sure to
Yeah.
like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and
Or no.
subscribe.
Which button?
We're
am I
done.
pressing?
Cut it.
Ow!